So what should be the ideal wake window as per ACE? And you mentioned another term is contact naps and bridging the naps. So how the parent should do that?
Okay, so just to explain what a wake window is, right? How does overtiredness work?
Yes.
Just imagine that you've gone out in the evening and, around 10 o'clock, you've gone out with your partner and you say to your partner, I'm feeling very tired, I want to go home now. And your partner says, chalo, abhi dessert khayenge, abhi chalte hain. So by the time you wrap up, you get back home, you get into bed, it's midnight, right? Now suddenly you're not feeling tired. वो नींद उड़ गई. Okay, so now you are lying in bed, you're unable to fall asleep, right? So what happened here? At 10 o'clock, your body signaled to you, I'm tired, I want to sleep now.
Yes.
But for whatever reason, we couldn't let the body sleep. So what should the body do? What is the coping mechanism of the body?
Stress.
Right? What does it do? It releases a stress hormone, cortisol. It's like the body is saying, Acha, you're tired, here's a cup of coffee. Wake up, right? But imagine you've had a cup of coffee and 1 hour later you are trying to sleep. It's very difficult.
Yes.
Now, we as adults will still somehow manage, but it will not be a good quality sleep.
No,
it will be a restless, disturbed sleep, right? Babies are affected by this 10 times over.
Okay.
So, if a baby has cortisol in the body, in the system, it's like the baby has had 3 cups of coffee, right? And the baby cannot sleep. So, we have to be very careful to not allow this cortisol production. Now, this has 2 aspects to it. And these 2 aspects will cover the 3 points you've said, wake windows, contact, bridging, right? So the first aspect is the wake window. So this is your baby's battery life, right? Their capacity to stay awake. And it's different at every age. So it's different at 2 months, 4 months, 8 months, 1 year, right? 2 years. Their wake window keeps increasing. So let's say if your baby's wake window is 2 hours, that's around 6 months.
6
okay.
months, no.
So at around 1.5 hours, your baby will show you early sleep cues. Early sleep cues are things like rubbing eyes, rubbing ears, pulling hair, looking a little glazed, averting the gaze. It's like a little haze that comes over the baby. Now, if you see those cues and you immediately pick up the baby, take her into a dark and quiet room, feed her to sleep, rock her to sleep, she will fall asleep easily and she will sleep well.
Yes.
If we miss those cues, and it's very easy to miss those cues because they come for just a minute or 2 and then they're gone. If you go to the bathroom and come back, you've missed the cues, right?
And there is another misconception here that if you allow the baby to tired, which you are coming to overtiredness, the baby will sleep well.
Yeah, but in fact, it's the opposite that is true. तो होता क्या है कि those early sleep cues come and go. Then that 2-hour window closes.
Yes.
Okay, the deadline is crossed.
Yes.
So now the baby looks very awake, very playful,
very active,
hyperactive. And then we think, okay, usko to neend nahi aa rahi hai. And everyone around us will say, abhi kyun le ja rahi ho sone ke liye khelne do, right? But what has actually happened is that the body has released cortisol to wake up the baby. That cup of coffee has been served. This is called the second wind. Now, at around 2.5 hours, the baby will start to look fussy, cranky. तब हमें लगता है, okay, सोने का time आ गया. But अब हम जब सुलाने के लिए ले जाएंगे, the baby will fight the sleep. Will be fussy at the breast, fussy with the bottle. It'll take endless rocking and walking. Baby will cry. अब now at this point we might persevere. We might say कि नहीं अब तो सुलाना है. But very often at this point we'll say अभी भी नींद नहीं आ रही है, छोड़ दो. इतना रो रहा है ना, खेलने दो थोड़ी देर और फिर eventually they will crash out. But the damage has been done. A lot of cortisol has been produced. Now the nap will not go well. Okay, so now the baby will wake up early from the nap because of that cortisol production. Or even if हमने इतना थका दिया that the baby has crashed out and taken a long nap, but still there has been a lot of cortisol production.
Yes.
So this cortisol production goes on through the day and it causes night wakings.